Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Franks looking to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Here's Pierce, diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Setting up play action. Franks. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
On 2nd down, Franks again. Going right side here, and that's complete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Franks. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. The Texans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
To throw on 2nd down, McDermott. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. These two teams all tied after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Weber.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
They'll run straight ahead with Ware.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDermott, the quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Texans have moved out in front.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They go play action with Franks.
That's caught by Waller out left side.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Franks now to throw on first down.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Franks.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
First down throw. Here's Franks.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Jacobs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Ready, break.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Third down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try and run it in with White. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be his last pass in the NFL because when you throw an interception, especially a pick 6 as a kicker, CD, I don't know that you recover from that one.
You got to remember one thing. My vintage takes me back to shades of Garo Yepremian against Washington in Super Bowl 7. Yeah, folks, I would tell you to do an encyclopedia search, but actually nowadays you do an internet search. Check that one out. And that was at least off of a block kick. This was a design throw. Results the same, though. Interception, 6 points going the other way. Hello, Mike Bass. Remember you?
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Franks. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
On 1st down, here's Franks.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Throwing on 1st down. McDermott
swings this one out wide for Pierce.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. McDermott delivers another one to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Succop's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Frank's throw taken in by Adams.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. A run by Pierce begins the 2nd half.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDermott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
This will be fielded at the 17. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 29. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Franks now. Off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Going right side is White. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Franks. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down.
Partner, that is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here now, Johnny. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time
on the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McDermott, and the Raiders have got him. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Franks will find his tight end. That's Waller. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Second down, Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Franks. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason Pierce has it knocked loose, and the Raiders pick it up, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Ultra.
Jacobs again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They go with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. McDermott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. McDermott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Weber. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch. And normally, he's a sure-handed target.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. It's Franks now from the shotgun. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Pierce gets this one running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. McDermott. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd down throw. Here's Franks. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Franks looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
to throw. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. one final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute.